Greetings, welcome to the Gifted Soul Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading for Libra. This is a general reading and it's for the period between 9th and 16th April. I'm going to be using the alchemical tarot deck to show you that deck. It's a unique deck. It's a beautiful deck. The reason why I'm showing it to you is because I'm left-handed, so you're not going to get to see the picture. Take that one. Too many here. I've also designed my website, so please have a look at my website. Please also like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Send me your comments. All comments are welcome. Let me know what you think about the reading. Now, this is a general love reading. So that was one. Let's see what comes out. See what comes out for Libra. 3, I'm looking for one more card. One more card, thank you. Now we're looking for some advice cards. Look at this. This is absolutely great. One more advice card. There you go. Take this one. This one back. Overall energy is Temperance. Card is Sagittarius. Temperance. It's a beautiful card. There you can have a look at in the opening here. We've got the vessel with the water, with the water from heavens coming down, and it's going through that alchemical process. And you'll see the vapor rising up and going back to the heavens. And you'll see the portal of life, where you'll see the tree of life. The tree of life has got five petals on the rose. The rose is a symbol for perfection. It's the animundi. You know, it goes through the alchemical process. And this is the alchemical deck. So I just think that a bit of the history is beautiful. So you know exactly how we got to this. The imagery in the card's beautiful as well. There you'll see the 5 senses of man, symbolizing the 5 petal rose. So yeah, it's a good card. It's good temperance. I think it's beautiful. Now then, let's see what we can see for Libra. Libra, very balanced star sign. Off the bat, we've got the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords speaks of sharpening your sword, okay? Being prepared for attack. Whatever attack you think that may be. Verbal, physical, or spiritual. You know, we on the attack, we're on the defense somehow. And so, you know, just take heed. You know, this is the energy that Libra's got at the minute. Now, we can have a look and see why they've got that energy. And see how this marries into the other half. Here we've got the 4 of staffs, which speaks of an undying passion, a beautiful love story, a unity of the masculine and feminine energies that's created on, I don't want to say lust, but I want to say more of the tantric kundalini energy, you know, that undying, passionate energy. So the love story here looks good for Libra. Yeah, it looks very good. There's a happy equilibrium, yeah, between you and your other person. And Libra being Libra, working hard at working on this relationship and trying to get that even balance, which I think you've got. I know that Libras, they're very balanced people and very hard workers. So, you know, effortlessly trying to get it all together and to make, you know, this unity work. Right, now, on your other side, your other person's side, this is the King of Vessels. Now, the King of Vessels foretells of, in order to give love, you have to receive love. You can't look, your other person can't look to you to make them happy. Okay, they've got to fulfill that themselves. So when their cup is full and they're happy, that happiness will outflow, okay, onto you. But first they need to fill that cup. So the message here is happiness comes from within, okay? They can't look to you to make them happy. Although that's a given if you've got a sacred union. It's a given. But the key here is they've got to be full. They've got to walk through life like a lion through the jungle, you know, so that they can stand their man, they can stand on their own. You know, they're not needy, because that's what it takes. We have to stand on our own. We have to be that stronghold, you know, if anything, especially in a relationship. We got the Chariot card, right? It's a card of Cancer. It speaks of our goals. Your other half, he's got his goals in sight, and I think it's either he's pursuing you if you're unattached, or you know you've just met this person, or it's friends first. You know, they've got the sights on the goal. Only one problem here is that they're in a rush to get there. So instead of being grounded, they're in an awful rush. You can see nothing's guarded, nothing's grounded here at all. They're moving at such a speed to get to the goal, but the goal's right ahead of them. That's where the Wheel of Fortune is. That's where things are going to. That's where the Philosopher's Stone is, so to speak. And he wants to hurry. He wants to rush. He thinks he's going to get it. You know, things are going to be better if he gets it quicker. But that's not the case. He needs to slow down. Pardon me. We've got the Queen of Coins, which speaks of the other person. They're healthy. They've got healthy regimes. They could have a healthy regime to a point where it can make them ill. Okay. For me, it looks as if they're very in tune with their mind, their body, and their spirit. Okay. It's a healthy individual. That's it's a fertile bed, let's say. You know, for you know, if you want to looking at expanding your family, or you know, whether it's you're gonna think of getting married, or you know, pursuing this person and having children with this person. You know, they're in top form as far as the health goes. I don't see a problem with their health. Excuse me, I'm just gonna have some water. Thank you. Right now, so that's you, that's your other half. I don't foresee too much of a problem. I see that there's a passionate unity from your side, and things are absolutely working perfectly. And your partner also, he's very healthy. Looks like he's a health, or she's a health freak. There's nothing wrong with that. this speaks of new beginnings. Okay, this also speaks of your higher self. Getting your knowledge and getting your esoteric knowledge from your higher self and tapping into the 5D and not being carnally minded. So there's definitely new beginnings coming here, whether it's going to be a unity and it's going to be formed not just in the carnal but in the spiritual. It's going to be strong and it's going to stand the test of time. Coupled with that, we've got the 6 of vessels, where this card speaks of nurturing the relationship from both sides. Your partner nurturing the relationship, you nurturing the relationship. It's almost like you've got to water the flowers. Those flowers die. If you don't water them, they die. At the moment they're not. They're not plants. They're not in the ground. They're not. You can't liken them unto a tree. Its roots have grown deep into the ground. This is a new, fresh romance, or a fresh affair, or a fresh togetherness. And it's got to be nurtured. If it doesn't nurture, if you don't nurture it, it'll die. That's the long and the short of it. And we've also got the 5 of staffs, okay, which tells us that you're both putting an awful lot of energy into this relationship to such an extent that it can consume you. It can, if you don't slow down, you're working so hard at it. You're working to a point of exhaustion. So I think, just take it easy. It's working. That's the beauty. This is working. Just maintain it, nurture it. Right, so I'm going to pull some advice cards, some clarifying cards. And I'm going to use the Mona Lisa deck for that. That's the imagery on the Mona Lisa deck. It's a beautiful deck. So let me get these cards upright. Right, let's see if we can get some advice cards for Libra. Take that one. Pardon me. I think these came out perfectly. It's upside down. That one needs to be at the end, and this one's center. Right. Let's see if we can get more perspective on this love relationship for Libra. Right now, what I spoke of is the 9 of Swords, getting ready for the attack. Being expecting something and being ready for it. So that's the sort of energy I'm picking up on. I've married it up with the Lovers card. Isn't that wonderful? We've got the Lovers here, and we've got the Lovers here in the Mona Lisa deck. So it's double clarity. And it speaks of choose your gifts and your recipients wisely. Now, if you have a good look at that picture, you can see that there's a lot of suitors there. Okay, they all, coming in with gifts to win the hand of the lady, and many of them are carrying jewelry. They're carrying expensive gifts. But you'll see this chap here, all he's coming forth with his flowers, and it's so synonymous to the alchemical tarot deck, where you've got that the Rose of Perfection on the back. It tells you the rose is perfection, and in the alchemical process. This perfection is called the animundi. Okay, that's the perfection of, the process, the alchemical process that things have to go through before you can get the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, I thought that's a bit of information. I think there's such a lot of history to these cards. So it looks as if, pardon me, things are worked out beautifully here. Sorry, your gifts have been well received, and the right gifts for the right recipient. Pardon me. And then with the Lover's card, there's a lot of passion, as I said, that's going into this relationship. And I'm going to say it's from both sides, not just your side. And I've now married this up. We've drawn a card, a clarifying card, which is the card of the devil, which is the card of Capricorn. And it speaks of danger. Don't overlook danger. You're going into this relationship and there's a lot of passion. And as I said to you, it's a tantric kundalini passion. Okay? Where it could be even more physical than it is spiritual at this stage. And there's a word of warning here. Danger ignored is disaster invited. So this could also be referring to perhaps this person that you're involved with has been involved with someone else, or is still attached to someone else. Okay? It's a possibility. So just heed the warning here. Warning of the devil card. I also think that you need to weigh up whether your unity with this person is more about passion than it is about love. Or is it more about infatuation than it is about love? Pardon me. And then I've got the 8 of Pentacles. And we've paired it off with the 2 of Wands. So the 8 of Pentacles speaks of working hard at the relationship, doing all you can to make it fruitful, to make it happy equilibrium. And then it's paired off with the 2 of Wands. Now the 2 of Wands speaks of oxen at odds cannot plough the field. If the one's pulling this way and the other one's pulling that way, there's no way that they can work in unison. So I think it's important to know, you're working hard, but it's important to know that your other half is also working hard. Building on the same thing you're building on. Pardon me. And now on your other half side, I spoke about happiness coming from within. And it's paired off with the Knave of Wands, which says, small gestures, great things. So it's starting out, as a love, a love affair, a self-gratification love. But it's going to have a big impact on the relationship. So it looks as if, the love has been reciprocated. It's small gestures, but it's going to enable great things. It's going to engender great change, put it that way. And we drew the Chariot, the card of Cancer, and we paired it off with the 8 of Pentacles, which is telling us to do what we are passionate about. Do what suits us. Do what we're best at. Because it's transformational in the card meaning. Go for your goal. Your goal's inside, but don't rush it. Your partner mustn't rush it. There's no need to rush it. It's in plain view. We pulled the Queen of Coins, where I spoke to you about the vitality, about the health, and the vitality of your partner. And I've paired it off with the the Four of Chalices, which is a word of warning here. It speaks of be careful of those that sing while the other is quiet. So be careful of that. Be careful that your communication is open and it's clear and concise. And moreover, that your partner understands where you're coming from. That there's not a, he doesn't listen to what you say and think, I listen, but I think I've got my own set of thoughts on that. So make sure that you speak and communicate, because communication is key. Pardon me. I'm going to pull some oracle cards quickly. One for Libra and the other for your other person. Gosh, I've been seeing the Seven of Raphael come up quite a few readings. It was easy. Three of Gabriel. Right now, on the oracle cards, we've got the Seven of Raphael, which speaks of time to make a decision. Okay? Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. So that's what I said to you. Mean what you say. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And be, upfront about it. Don't hold back on, on your thoughts and what's important to you. Speak it out. On your partner's side, we pulled the Three of Gabriel, which speaks of prosperity arising from wise planning. Okay? Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Now that's to do with the goal that's in plain view, but which your partner's rushing. Rushing to get to the goal. Not on the time of perfection, but on his time. So message has slow down. I'm going to pull one health card. Let's see what your thoughts are about, what you need to work on. Let's see what we have. You're looking for... Oh, I'm going to take the one that I've pulled. Not that. Okay, I've drawn one, and the message here is the law of attraction responds to thoughts, not realities. Okay, just have a look at that card. Beautiful imagery in that card as well. And then the message here is the law of attraction is responding to your thought, not to your current reality. When you change your thought, your reality must follow suit. If things are not going well for you, then focusing upon what is happening now will cause the well-being to continue. But if there are things happening now that are not pleasing, you must find a way of taking your attention away from those unwanted things. You have the ability to quickly change your pattern of thought and eventually your life experience. Now, that's what I said to you. Be mindful of your thoughts, because thoughts become words and words become actions. And whatever you put out to the universe, you're going to get back, irrespective. If you're complaining about bills, you've got to pay this bill and you've got to pay that bill. You know what? The universe will say, your wish is my command, and you will start getting more bills. But on the other hand, if you start keeping positive thoughts, positivity will return to you, bountiful. So Libra, that's your reading. I hope it resonated with you, and as I said, please subscribe to my channel and like and comment and leave me your thoughts. Thanks for being here. Pick you up in the next video.